And this is why we invite Weimar here.
Oh no, it's a stream.
Auxiliary role-playing people, characters.
Welcome to Winnie Destroys Another Planet again.
Oh,
No. It's still the same planet.
That's what I meant.
so how
She
many
didn't
of these
destroy
people?
the first planet, so she has
How
to
many-
work double time on this one.
How many of these people that are here are actually here? It's me, Bio, Winnie. Yeah.
I will start recording in a moment. 3, 2, 1.
So Alfred and Milk just pass out.
Strike.
What about...
No.
Okay, Sasha looks around. In which body am I right now?
Sasha Monster.
Ah! No! As it turns out, the Babbler Monster's physiology sometimes just... the body decides, oh wait, I need to sleep. And you shut off for a couple of moments. Very
One more.
long moments. So yeah, Sasha Monster wakes up, his face straight in the holographic projector in the central room, and his thankfully very resistant left eye is blasted with the very, very bright holographic projector radiation.
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds fun.
Well, both of these thoughts go through Sasha's mind as he lifts up his head in a very jerky movement. It's kind of like trying to... yeah, kind of like this. So yeah, Sasha turns around and basically tries to estimate the situation. Has anything changed since I passed out?
Strike is passed out in a different spot on the floor.
Oh yeah, Strike is passed out too. So the only conscious crew members are Winnie and Sasha Monster.
Oh, yep.
So
Is Winnie even here? No, Winnie's not even here.
So Winnie isn't here, so basically...
Everyone on the
Sasha
ship is passed out except for the Sasha Monster.
Remember that time when it was the other way around? Everyone's here except for Sasha, who's passed out.
Sasha goes, oh great, another nightmare coming true. And he moves himself into the med bay, takes a look around everybody. Are they dead or are they just sleeping?
They're not dead.
Unless you step on them all.
Like, given the previous, inclinations of your character, does the thought even cross your mind of, oh god, I killed them all? Because you did just say you woke up from a surprise pass out.
More
yes,
likely,
well-
does the thought cross your mind of, oh god, I have a chance to kill them all?
Both of these thoughts cross Sasha's mind as he notices a new character lying over there next to the cross. Can you please describe the character for me?
It's a skeleton.
Yeah. Skeleton. He might be dressed up as a butler, or that might just be in title only.
So, a skeleton.
He's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Do I...
He's got a hat, apparently.
Okay, So the Babbler
Oh,
monster.
a description.
Okay, so so Sasha monster basically goes, so great, they found somebody else again. And that thought makes me really, really angry. Now that I'm really, really angry, I'd like to use my Wisdom of Rage to learn more about this new person who makes me real angry right now.
Oh man, a robot arm.
What? What?
So, since I'm using my Wisdom of Rage thing, let me find it first. Where the hell is such a monster? Alright. I'm rolling my fight instead of lore to figure out more about these.
He's a skeleton. And he has a robot arm.
So Sasha kind of stares at it for a moment, then growls, "This body is horrible," and actually decides to check up on them. So basically, what are their vital signs? How fine are they doing? Are there any signs of maceration on their bodies? He even pokes the skeleton a little bit, goes, "Ooh, bone.
Ooh, bone.
Give me an investigate.
Okay, let's see how well you can investigate." So, Babbler monster. That is actually a really, really interesting picture. Investigate. I don't have any investigate, apart from this. That is a mediocre skill.
Right, you managed to figure out that, yeah, they're definitely still breathing.
Think.
Hello.
Who exists?
Oh, and then
Good.
Jazz gets up.
Hey, I have a question.
No, Jazz. All of these people are knocked out, and there's a skeleton, and I'm still a monster. What?
Since Strike woke up last session to do something specific, doesn't that mean I should have paid a fate token, considering that's going against one of the qualities?
No?
Okay. So
While
anyway,
Jazz is thinking about the answer, Sasha Monster basically goes, "Hey, anyone else? Winnie? Strike?
she's Strike right
Anyone?
there,
Where?
right next to you, on the floor.
You're elbowing him.
Paulina, what the hell?"
Paulina is unconscious.
No!
So you literally walk into a room and see just bodies passed out. Except some of them are for non-plot reasons.
Wait, whose bodies? Used.
You're very quiet.
Am I?
Yes.
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 But Fuse doesn't think so, so you might not be.
At some undetermined point in time, everybody on the ship, other than, well, even Sasha, since Sasha was already passed out, just kind of passed out.
Even
Oh.
Paulina.
Yes, even Paulina.
discover a mood
I
groggy.
so I run back into First of all, I turn around and go into the med bay storage to see if the box with the Babylon Sasha is still locked.
Yes, and the Babbler Sasha is passed out.
What about the
All
box
right.
imp?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
about the
Box
What
Imp
about the
is
box
also
imp?
unconscious.
So I take the box imp with myself and carry him to the other storage area and put him on the crate with XM75.
Is box imp an
Oh
item now?
no.
And I
XM and the Imp see
really
all.
and I really gently pat him on the head, which with Babbler Monster's physique equals to a light slap on the face, and go, all right, buddy, you got this one well. Then I skedaddle back into the back into the main observation room, and I try and call out the recordings of the past events.
You cannot access
Also,
the
there is
ship's systems while the ship is unconscious.
Tiny babbler monsters.
Oh, the tiny Babbler monster. It's getting away.
I thought it was a speck on the monitor. Alright, let's put the tiny Babel monster on the table.
Put it in the box imp.
Yeah, make him the pupil.
Alright, so I go to one of the airlocks.
Bite the
Tap
dust
code
has
that
no
I-
weakness.
Alright, so
Nice mixed memes.
Well, there's no
everything
weakness.
is passed out, right? Okay, so I carefully tap. So I go to the airlock, and I basically tap it out, and I look outside.
The airlock be part of the ship systems. Or is that my emergency offline power?
Alright,
Oh,
so
fish.
Winnie,
Yes.
it is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
You
guess I'll-
have already begun your thing.
Okay.
Alright, can you give me a magic roll?
Oh, great! It's a 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend just a fake coin for making that an 8. I think
Alright.
you can probably guess which aspect.
A giant
You wa-
slab of metal falls on Sasha Monster's head, shatters into million pieces, and disappears.
And spend a magic on that too.
Weren't I going to go back to full at the end of the week, which is why you gave them to me?
Yes. Ish.
You'd just have to give me.
Yeah, this
More
one
again, I
would just
guess.
be the regenerating one. So as long as you don't do more magic today.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I guess I'll
Sasha,
do-
as you exit the ship, you notice that the skies are red and there's lightning. You have a sense
Do
of
I-
dread.
This makes me angry. Really, really angry.
I can imagine that.
Sasha, it's just Aurora Borealis.
At this,
Do I know anything about this particular phenomenon, which I assume is not exactly natural?
Maybe.
Lure it up, baby.
Would you like to fate a fate? After I
For
check
some,
what your
for some
refresh
reason, I
is?
only have a single fate point.
There's Sasha Monster.
Oh yeah, refresh.
Ah, you don't have refresh listed.
Wonderful.
Alright, you have 5 stunts, so refresh would be 2.
Yes, I would most certainly like
Math.
to do that.
Alright, 5 successes. Winnie, are you masking this at all?
Yes. If I.
Because that would be
You
a
have to do
separate
that.
magic.
I guess if this ritual is known to be obvious, as you mentioned, then I try to make it less obvious.
The clouds in the sky are only pink.
So are we still on the same planet, or?
Yep.
What?
Yes.
Welcome to another session of this.
Wonderful.
Would you like me to roll magic for that magic?
Yes.
I really, really dislike this kind of indirect player conflict.
Hmm?
Very much so.
Kind of what?
Indirect player conflict.
Just don't even know what I'm doing.
It would be nicer if we were in a situation where everybody could be doing something at once,
Indeed.
rather than
I
one
said that was
person.
out of character, but that is neither here nor there. So, what are the results for you?
So you can tell this is some kind of very evil magic going on.
Does
But
this grab
something
us?
is preventing you from figuring out exactly what it is.
Also, French hip hop in the background.
Well, this particular body is probably kind of unnatural, as this is a little body of a monster. So, I try to gather the magic coursing through this body, and attempt to discern the real nature of of all the shit that is happening around me. Would that be a possibility?
If you want to spend magic
Certainly,
and roll magic.
certainly. And I'd like to invoke an aspect, if need be.
You wouldn't have enough.
I still would like to attempt.
Alright.
I really, well, striving for surgical precision, I attempt to gather and direct the answers of magical energy, and trying to sense everything else. But like the smell of blood leaking from the almost dead prey that doesn't realize it. I try to sense it out, sniff it out.
Now that you're specifically looking for it, yeah, you do sense blood.
Do I know where things are happening? So yeah, actually yes.
The lightning seems to be getting more intense as it goes towards the fallen tower.
Did Milk tell anyone that he came from the Fallen Tower? Do I see the trail of his blood?
Oh, maybe that's what you were smelling.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a physical trail written on the map here from ship to tower.
Yes. So, if anything else, I'd like to follow it relatively carefully, but very much angry.
Follow it angrily.
Yes.
We have a use for the tiny babbler monster.
Can you make it a little less tiny, please?
Don't you dare.
Because Winnie is a little bit too big for her boots, in my opinion.
They're
Thank
a
you.
little bit less tiny.
Here. There we go. Oh, no, no, not three.
Ah!
Now we have two Winnies. One of them can go in the corner.
And think about your life.
Fuse. There. 3 Winnies. Now all our problems are solved.
That would do the opposite of that.
Maybe with 2 Winnies, one could get on the ship and the other can continue here, so we could leave and do other things. Or just plant a Winnie on every planet we go to.
Well, the speed of finishing up here depends on how far Sasha investigates.
So, as I follow the trail of Milk's blood, what do I see?
Well, there's the rubble of the fallen tower. There's a bunch of scared people hiding out in like a little tent city they've put up.
Intense.
Do I recognize the brickwork? Maybe it's something I've read about. Perhaps the artistic style.
You can make a lore roll.
Babbler lore. Bablore.
The anger clouds my mind.
You can't tell much about it.
This body is made for fighting, not for thinking.
It's made of rock.
The Babbler monster? No. I know what you meant.
So yeah, I basically run around the tower, trying to avoid the survivors, so as not to scare them. Because if they attack me, well, that would be a pretty stupid situation. So what do I? So basically, as I go about the tower, what can I see from the bodies of the people there?
Which way are you going around? Are you
How
running
long-
like
how long is the
25
how-
kilometers, I think it was, that way?
Okay, so it's 25
I mean-
kilometers that way.
Or was it
Question.
50 kilometers?
Babbler
No, it
Monster's
was
pretty-
50 floors, 25 kilometers.
Babbler monster's pretty strong, and I imagine this tower is probably like half a circle from the ground, considering the other half's probably collapsed. Couldn't?
Can
they
I
just
climb
over?
on top
Yeah.
of the tower rubble?
Probably. Give me athletics.
Certainly.
That's 2.
Indeed it is.
Alright, it'll
See.
take you a while, but you get up there.
So yeah, so basically I want to climb on top of the tower rubble partially to observe it from the top, partially to cross it. Yeah, I want to go. So I want to go like about here. Doesn't mean I get there yet, but
About where?
like about here.
Yeah.
Basically away from the, well, in a way that wouldn't let survivors to notice me much, but so that I could see the full extent of the situation.
Alright, well, the inside would still be down more, since only, like, the outer wall bits are upright, more or less.
Well, I assume the tower is basically like a cylinder, a hollow cylinder that fell and partially crumbled, partially stayed the same, right?
One of the walls just kind of broke, and it just kind of snapped at a point and fell over.
Is the tower rectangular or circular?
It's
I thought it's
circular.
Okay.
Or
So are you
What's-
saying the center of the tower lengthwise has fallen to the ground?
What?
in
You mean like a part of the tower's outer wall is still standing where the tower is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, still I'd like to climb I'd like to climb a bit of the tower wall to peer inside and basically get a little bit of a higher ground to see around. So as high as I can without falling down and without getting noticed.
Well, as high as
Just
you
to get a
can
good
would be on the wall.
Well, yes.
But that would also mean
get
getting
you
noticed.
spotted.
I'd like to punch through the wall, climbing to the hole, and climb from the other side.
I mean, you've already climbed the wall. You can just jump down on the other side of it, and
Anyway,
then walk over.
Anyway, from up top of the wall, what do I see?
Give me a notice.
Damn good scout though, this buddy.
You see this stuff behind you. You see like a bit of the survivors over here. And you can't quite make out anything, but you think there's something going on in this direction. You'd have to get to the other side in order to see for sure.
What about the inside of the tower? What do I see down there in the rubble?
Corpses.
Do I bust? So I look at them and get really angry. Seth again. Again, you dead people! When can you stay alive like those people over there? Ah! So I kind of climb down, shake one of those people. Do I know something about this particular apparel, their style, maybe their physique?
Apparel.
Apparel, yes.
they're lizards.
Give me a lore.
So sort of really angry about those people being corpses.
Yep.
That's a fight.
It's a good fight.
That's
Fighting the good
pretty
fight.
good.
You know what would be
Enough.
pretty good? Those people not being dead!
I'd love to see someone rationalize a stunt that can replace fight for lore.
That's Wisdom of Rage. Look into the Babbler Monsters thing.
I mean, like, instead of rolling lore, you roll fight to know things.
Oh, that's my mind swords. Sasha's
Rolling-
original body has this.
rolling fight to know things?
No,
No,
that's Wisdom of
uh,
Rage.
Okay.
But
That thing
rolling
that is
lore to
used
fight
multiple
things.
times.
Yes. So yes, do I recognize anything about those people dead bodies who cannot even stay alive?
Well, you can tell that this person in particular, based on their what's left of their apparel, they were probably a tanner. It seems
Anything
that
like-
like most of the people around here would have been working class or slaves.
Just a working class slave.
But you're useless. You cannot even tell me anything I think about this. Just, I basically poke around the rubble, see maybe there's some books, maybe there's some writing, maybe there's something that can speak instead of that all those useless dead.
Well, you're in the bottom parts of the tower. What do you expect to find?
There are
How is this
also a
bottom?
few
Yeah.
punishers and executioners.
You're going to find the working class and the slaves.
But Sasha doesn't know about all that stuff. in the
Yeah, I don't
towers.
know which way is the bottom, which way is the top. Also, hold on a second. Is the wall like standing over here?
Yeah.
Like something like this?
No, it's there.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So okay. So that basically is the main of the tower, and this is like something like this, except bigger.
And
I thought-
obviously
thought-
not on the side that it fell on.
Yes, I thought the tower basically this. I thought this was the top of the tower. Out of character. Anyway, so yeah, I poke around, see maybe there are some trinkets that I can carry around. Like I don't know, just something about the culture of those incredibly inconveniently dead creatures. Stupid people, why do they even die?
Yeah, you're not seeing anything down here other than stuff that would be needed for either their jobs or their survival.
Is there a hammer?
Plenty.
I grab the heaviest hammer and start punching the opposite wall with it. Stupid! Hurry!
Alright, give me a
Nice.
fight.
Ooh,
Alright.
it's like a 80s action figure commercial.
Did Sasha Monster have weapon? Yes. So that is a 12.
Thank you.
Wow, 4 pluses.
You're
Plus
gonna make the tower fall again.
4.
Alright, so that part of the wall, like that entire side of the wall, is not there anymore. And, oh, hey. There's Winnie.
Can Winnie roll?
I throw hammer at her.
There's-
Why are you alive?
There's
when
also,
when
like,
these are dead.
1,000 people,
I
approximately.
still throw a hammer at her.
So, like, shrapnel is a thing. Shouldn't they dodge
Yes.
the misted wall?
Actually, yes. Speaking about shrapnel.
Alright, yeah, that does make sense.
Just take her standing on
Winnie,
the other side of a wall, which just received a 12
as you are channeling your ritual, you sense some of the people in your circle have died.
Hmm.
You can no longer complete the ritual.
And then I throw a hammer at her. With the aforementioned, "Why are you alive?" cry. Doesn't mean I hit.
Okay, so I actually had to round up 1,000 separately and move them.
Yes.
in that case, I guess Sasha Monster is throwing a hammer at me.
I think in any case, Sasha's throwing a hammer at you.
Doing a what?
Throwing a hammer.
Yes.
Well, I guess you should roll shoot
I already did. That's a one.
Shoot throw.
to.
Winnie, are you going to interrupt the ritual in order to dodge? Or are you going to attempt to keep it under control?
Let me first mention forgive my also being a bit out of it due to tiredness. So give me a second to think. What would I think happen if this ritual started to get out of control?
That would be very bad.
I probably shouldn't let that happen then.
Most likely, it would start looking for materials for use in the ritual without end.
That could be bad or not. But without ends, that would be bad.
It would be especially bad for people nearby.
Well, that is just survivors plus this person assaulting me.
And you.
This person
Oh,
is
no.
me, you fuzzy butt.
That's a good point. Does Winnie know about the Sasha Babbler Monster swap?
She has seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. Uh, I feel like I would not be included in that looking for bodies.
Are you
You're
certain?
controlling it right now.
Yeah.
The moment you lose
But if you're
control,
not
it'll
controlling
probably-
it,
You're just another person.
Yeah, let's,
can I get a D50 from Sasha Monster?
Certainly. That's a 40.
You are 40 people down.
I'll just perform this ritual on the other side of this wall right here, and
Okay, so in that case, I will guess get hit by a hammer, which I guess is just one, since you rolled a one.
A damage.
A
does
or
weapon
eight?
effect shoot?
If it's a shoot weapon,
That's a shoot weapon. That's a throw. That's a thrown hammer.
you don't have a shoot weapon.
Your fists are your
Ah, okay.
Oh,
hitting weapon.
yeah. I do not have a ranged weapon. Just a random hammer that I just picked up, broke a wall with it, and threw at somebody.
And killed 40 people.
Wow, Sasha. Wow.
So using a hammer counts.
Was that in character
weapon.
or out of character? The wow, Sasha, wow.
A little of both.
So using a hammer counts as using fist for weapon.
Close enough.
I'm not.
Okay.
The Sasha monster is not Rayman. He cannot throw his fist. That would be totally cool, but that is not the case right now.
I meant swinging the hammer.
I threw it.
Yes, and then before that, you swung it at the wall.
Okay.
That's what I was asking about, and the answer
Okay.
is yes.
Take a pen, then try using it as a hammer
Oh.
to smash a wall. Chances are you will be hitting the wall more with your fists than anything else.
Unless it was a sledgehammer you're using.
It also
anyway.
doesn't matter.
So yes, would I be able to use an other magic while keeping the ritual in control?
And you get hit
How
with
much
ham.
magic did you have?
Oh yeah, you're right. I only had 2 at this point, so yeah, I currently
Since
don't
you were
have...
initially saying that you
Yeah.
weren't planning on doing anything.
You shouldn't have given me this magic here to confuse things.
Get rid of it.
Well, you said you weren't doing anything important.
Yeah,
And
we were
then
gonna
you
get off the
did
planet.
this.
I didn't expect Sasha to actually investigate this after all of these times of no one caring.
So what? So okay. So after I throw a hammer at Winnie, I basically yell, Why are you alive?" And I yell, "Why are some of you alive?" I look at the people. What do I see? How do these people look? Basically, what is their state?
These people look like they were survivors from the tower fall. They are all restrained.
Is there like drawing or circling on the floor or something like this?
Yes.
I grab the nearest body from behind me, and use it to sweep through the circle.
All right, if I see Sauce Monster beginning to intentionally disturb this whole ritual, praying to the old gods. Give me 1 second while I think carefully on what exactly I'm going to do.
Literally 1 second. Are you certain this would be a good idea? And you know what price they will demand?
Yeah, 1,000 lives.
On the other hand,
More than that.
Sasha is breaking this circle. Breaking the circle on the side that he's on.
With a body. Not with my hand.
Please give me 1 moment.
Your moment is granted.
Would that be a good idea to play the to be continued thing?
You probably missed your chance, but yeah.
Alright.
Someone left.
Oh no.
But it wasn't the 3 of us who were doing something right now. So not critically important.
This session sure started.
Like, that was a moment where, like, I can totally imagine, like, the episode ending with, like, Sasha holding the body about to wipe it over the circle.
I mean, why did you draw this thing? Why are
Yes.
why are those people dead? Why are some of these people dead? Why are some of these people not dead but they're restrained? Why are you not dead?
Sasha's asking a lot of questions without waiting for any answers.
Maybe Jazz should
Yeah.
come out and try to figure stuff out.
First, we have
Maybe
to
you should-
resolve what's going on right now, in this moment.
Yeah.
Also, Stroik's being passed out. Should probably get fake points for as long as they are.
The problem is the Battler Monster's
That's the
body
Bonk.
is really, really angry.
Yay.
I have to go with the first thing that comes to mind. Going to pray for the old gods to take Sasha Monster far, far away from this spot.
Alright. Give me your rapport roll.
Think. But who's
You
back?
basically badmouth the old gods.
I think I better spend a fate coin on that.
Probably
You
should
just
spend a
told
couple
the, you
fake
just
coins
told
on
the old
that.
gods, hey you, get him out of here, stat. Lick the split. I'm hurry.
I'm on a schedule here.
Yeah.
Well, a question, Fuse. What side is a zero count as? Positive, negative, or neutral?
Not good.
In your particular case, when the old gods demand reverence and obedience, and you are their vizier who knows how to address this, so they're kind of used to you. Well,
Yeah, this is very important, so spending 2 Vizier and an extreme amount of mischief.
I mean, you could, like, also re-roll. That might be a better idea for one of them.
My rapport is only +1, so
You got 3
No, that
minuses. I
was
think
the
chances are
-3 roll.
Chances are you got a better roll.
uh,
I see reroll and fake coin.
Actually, okay, yeah. Spend the first one to reroll and see what I get after that. So first reroll coin thing.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
so that was +3. And now it goes up to 3.
So yeah, that sounds good. As good as I'm going to get it.
Alright, so
Plus
with a
minus, plus
3,
minus.
it's probably not going to leave the planet.
Just
to know
the
that.
exact opposite side of the planet.
Alright, give me a D100,000.
which one of us?
Winnie.
94.
100,000.
I don't see it
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't roll it. Sure.
yet. Oh, great. That's pretty much the. Pretty much.
Sasha Monster is now 54,000 kilometers away.
What is
Good.
the diameter of the planet? I mean, no. What is the circumference of the planet? Was it circumference? Whatever.
Circumference.
I guess it would make sense for 100,000 to be the opposite side.
Sure. Big old planet.
Oh, maybe it loops around several times.
Yeah, that would be a good. That would be actually my idea.
Like I
Because,
feel
mean,
like
just as well loop around several times, stay on the same spot, 2 meters closer.
if
Let me check the system generator and see if it has anything to say about this. Probably not. But the important part is that Sasha Monster is not there for the backlash.
Thank you. At least for that particular thing.
Well, let's see. If we wanted to say this went to an initiative, I would have tried to do this before he interrupted anything. And I know I have higher notice than him.
What is the stat that is responsible for the Sasha Monster's physical reaction? Is that a competition between Winnie's
Initiative
notice
is
and my
notice.
athletics?
Oh,
So do we both roll notice?
No, it's just who has the higher notice.
Okay.
actually,
who has-
both have 2.
Then it goes to athletics. So this would actually be a smaller planet.
Let's see what's the circumference of planet Earth. The circumference of Earth is 40,000 kilometers.
So you're,
I assume this planet is smaller, so it's around
Yes.
so it's around 30,000 kilometers. So
Sounds
basically,
fair.
so basically
24,000
it's the same.
kilometers.
It's the same. I'm about one third the circumference away from the current spot.
So you're about 6,000 kilometers away.
Yay!
And
What
you also
is
don't
around
know
me?
where you are.
Okay, do I know? Okay, first of all, what do I see happening? So as I swing with the body, what do I see happening?
So as you are about to hit the edge of the circle, you just are somewhere else now.
what happened to the body?
Still with still with the body in my hands? I hope not.
Yes.
Woo!
Crap.
Possession is 9 tenths of
Slams
the
into
law.
the ice that you are now standing on.
Wait,
What do I see around me now?
you could be close
Ice.
to another tower.
Is it tall or high? Am I down low or up high?
There are
in a-
plenty of higher spots, a few lower spots.
I climb to the highest spot.
Alright.
Is that an athletics roll?
Yep.
Fair enough. You can have it.
You climb.
Thank you.
With style.
You climb on ice.
Oh. There you go.
Which is pretty difficult.
I'd like to think
Ah,
right
They
now.
go, great, now I'm in nice. Is that a
I'd like-
flashback?
I'd like to
Did I
think-
just...
Sasha's feeling the dichotomy between lack of brains and an addition and an addition of brawn. Like, shit, it sucks that I can't think, but also, hey, being able to physically do stuff, pretty cool. Like, do you think Sasha in the regular body would have been able to climb an ice mountain?
I would have been able to pass through the ice mountain using my portable mitigator.
Sure, but there's
Not
something.
an entire mountain.
But surely there's
I would
something
try.
satisfying about doing it yourself. Perhaps you
Uh,
gain an
it-
appreciation
it
for
will
brawn.
be- It will be satisfying later when I get out of survival mode. But right now, Sasha
Fair.
is in hardcore survival mode, so he receives no joy from it, apart from actually going somewhere.
You're gonna wake up 2 days later and be like, shit, I climbed a mountain. Anyway,
Sasha Monster will eventually find his way back. Can I get a notice?
From which one?
Sasha Monster.
That's 0.
So you'll be
This is
getting back
unfortunate.
around time to leave.
All right. I'm afraid I'll be muting myself for now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much in advance for this particular session. I see you next time. The music and the recordings will continue.
Hey.
This has been a pretty enjoyable
Hey,
session so far.
Sasha, you didn't roll a minus. You'll get back.
Gotta go
after
find
you leave.
Sasha.
Alright.
I'm now just imagining, like, as that happens, like, Milk would be there. And you know, you just, well, why we gotta find him? We got a spare in the back.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, to be fair, in current status, losing any part of Sasha is also losing part of the Babbler monster, and Milk wouldn't stand for that.
Hmm.
Alright. So,
Winnie.
unrestricted.
Yeah. With him gone, I suppose I'm going to have to. I don't know. I assume that I have time to find 40 more people and bring them to the location.
Well, you
If
can't
not
do
that-
anything personally.
Can I? I don't
Maybe
know.
roll contacts to see if they know what to do.
Can I call for the snow thing? I'm sure he's good at rounding up people.
I like the idea of it.
Me too.
Like, I can imagine, like, you know, he's not gonna, like, pick people up and bring them over.
No.
He's going to just
God.
pelt them with snowballs until they run
Yes.
in that direction.
Correct. It's like snow dogs whipping them, but it's like less painful and more annoying.
Eventually, you do complete your ritual.
Hooray! It only took an hour of session time.
The ritual's done. Yay, maybe. Maybe yay. Perhaps yay.
The rest of the group will find out what it does. Possibly.
Oh boy, you
sometime.
did it. Everyone's back on the ship. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Do I get another fate point for being passed out still, or do I wake up now?
You wake up.
Yay!
Anyway, don't bother with that first thing that I shared with you. I just give, at the end of the week, I give everyone a goodbye. Tell them you just gotta believe, and give everyone a hug individually. Say goodbye, a personalized goodbye.
Winnie, do you mind if I tell Sasha what you saved him from?
Well, saved him from death, I can tell him that.
From well, I'm guessing specifically in the circumstance of breaking a circle and having the broken circle be in the direction of the person who broke it.
Yeah, when you break a circle, that allows whatever was contained within the circle to escape. So if you have a circle telling where things that are going to not be there anymore, and that's broken, then it looks for things outside. So you did not instantly die. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm done here. Everything's left in the hands of Jerasun. End of the week.
Yep,
End of the week.
the week has
Oh
ended.
boy. Sure is the end of 7 days of time.
I get a magic back.
Uh,
Or two.
I think you also spent a magic that you were planning on getting back.
Okay, so I had 2 on day 4. I spent those 2 on day 4. Day 5, I would have got 1 back, and I would have made 1. Day 6, I would have made 1. Day 7, I would have made 1, so I'd be at 4.
Alright.
Welcome to the 2 o'clock roleplay game.
It's time. We can finally leave.
We all get fate points back for leaving the planet.
Yay.
No.
I think we might have to ping Mayo. If
Can
you-
we just can we consider this like what is it called? An important road stop. What are they called?
milestone?
Not
Yeah, an
even.
important milestone. We left the planet finally. And then continue on to the session.
Major milestone in the center of the session.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
I'm
that's-
sorry. Did something happen?
Week's
No,
done.
fortunately.
Could you please describe why you pinged me?
We're
Because
leaving the
it's
planet.
Time to leave.
A time skip. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing more interesting.
So I believe Winnie was going to perform this ritual and then skip forward in time for us to leave, but it got
In or
interrupted.
out of character. In and out of character. May I ask what that ritual was?
You'll find out what it was when the time comes.
Ominous. Thank you.
Right. That was incredibly enjoyable. Thank you very much.
It's nothing you have to worry about.
Oh really?
Sounds like exactly the kind of thing we have to worry about. All right. We space travel probably.
Whoosh.
Where are we going?
Whoa, it's the map. It's the
Whoa!
system map. The
I've never
system
seen
map
this.
that we haven't seen for like 80 years.
And we're just going. to the
The
second planet.
the lore system that we've been all on is pretty much gone, I could say.
No, that's not
Please.
where you've been.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
No, we've been on lore. Actually, I think the latest wasn't there yet another planet on latest?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know why we went to this map.
Can't believe these planets are
Yes.
only.
I
10
guess
feet apart.
that's a good point.
What?
That we
there is
probably
another
didn't
planet.
need to go onto this map since we're just staying on this system.
We're staying in the same.
But check it
system
out, we're on the map!
supposed
What is that
Yes.
green
A map.
squiggle?
Wonderful.
The end of
Let me write
time.
some. You didn't give me a chance to write the word dicks on it.
I win.
All right.
Alright,
GM
so all
gets
this
paid.
stuff down here.
Oh well, I'm just going to write dicks on the kitchen.
We're done. So,
Just copy paste that into somewhere else.
But you missed part of the tower somehow.
Yeah, because that's on the
Great.
map layer now.
Richard. All right.
Why specifically those 2 lines?
Because Sasha had to be on top of it. No, that's wrong.
The map shook as we were about to land. Actually, with this, with the time passing by, Do I still remain in the Babbler Monster's body?
You do. Oh, stop. Let me grab this thing.
Okay, this is wrong.
Oh,
That thing was
that's alright.
supposed to be temporary.
You gotta make it temporary.
Well, I made it temporary intentionally.
Maybe you have to convince the Babbler monster to recreate the conditions you created to make this happen.
Your mental connection to the Babbler monster was temporary.
The reminder that you made this happen in your old body, and your old body is what physically made it happen, which is now controlled by the Babbler monster, which may or may not have the mental capacity to recreate those conditions.
So yes, when the estimated time has passed, and I figure out that I'm still in this body, I go into one of the airlocks and start punching the airlock walls and doors, doing grievous damage to the ship, in a fit of anger.
Alright, give me a fight roll.
Certainly.
12.
Yeah, that might be a good estimate.
12 is the maximum you get without bonuses. Oh. You see fit to contain.
That is a 4
4.
due to my weapon.
You see fit to restrain yourself.
Alright,
I'm
you
doing a great
don't
job.
punch the airlock door off.
Are we in space while this is happening?
Yes.
Yes.
Events. Alright, so personal problems aside.
This is partially an attempt to wake up everybody else due to grievous harm. Partially way to attract attention. Partially way just to punch something.
Hey, that
Strike.
thing was supposed to be there. It just got deleted.
Strike is awake and in the fence.
Fine.
It's what Alfred drew.
Oh, yeah. Why is it here, though?
He used paint.
I'm putting it on the map layer.
Strike hears a noise in the vent and checks to see if MS has occurred.
Oh,
As a
speaking of,
messenger.
real quick, I remembered what my plans were for the hand.
Hmm.
My plans were that it was going to get up and crawl into the vents.
Would Strike know to not eat it?
That was
Since it's
before you
gone.
joined.
But he was there.
So, yes, Soroik ate it.
What hand
Now
was
it's
it?
literally crawling in your, well, chitinous skin,
What hand was this?
preventing your wounds from healing.
No, I
Mutated,
digested the fuck out of it.
a mutated third hand
You missed
from
the joke.
one of the first planets.
Who missed what joke?
You missed.
Crawling in my skin, my wounds they will not heal or whatever.
Okay, I get it. So a
Once
mutated.
I'm done with that, is Winnie still around?
I'm going to keep away from Sasha Monster for the entire trip.
I'm going to actively pursue Winnie until I get her. And I
Terminator
believe
walk.
with my athletics, I should eventually run up on her.
I roll stealth.
Winnie hides in the med bay, alongside the old body.
Actually, if I'm small enough, maybe I can hide the vents.
The strike will eat you as trash, unfortunately.
No. There's enough foresight to know that people aren't garbage, usually. Wow.
Man, I feel like garbage today.
Oh.
Mechanicus just escaped. And he returned. Fuse, you just scared McNackis into leaving for a few seconds. What have you done?
So,
So yeah, do I find Winnie?
three stealth. You notice Winnie?
What do I roll?
Wouldn't it have to be investigate if you're
Ah.
looking?
would.
I'd probably drop it pretty soon, but yeah, alright, I'll consider rolling investigate.
That's what I thought.
Basically, I look here, I slam the wall again without finding her. Then I round back into the medical bay storage.
Do you ask any of the other occupants of the ship?
They're all asleep for freak's sake.
I'm not asleep.
Well, I haven't seen you around. You've been hiding in the
I
vents.
physically checked the airlock while you were in it, punching a wall. Strike's like,
Have
hey,
I seen
the
you?
mess
Have I seen you while doing that? No,
I don't know.
I've been busy looking. I've been busy looking at the punches that I did.
So
And
it's
you
not
were
his
in
fault
the
you're
airlock.
blind.
You were in the airlock, punching a wall. Strike showed up and said out loud, "Is there a mess here?"
Oh, so you said out loud. I turn around and I say, yes, I'm still in this body. And I punch the wall again,
Okay.
just in case.
Would you like me to eat
So,
the body?
basically, I punch the wall again. Point at the dent that I just made. See this?
You look capable of
But
great destruction.
And then I point at the hand that I just punched at it. It's pretty much without a scratch. Like, see this? Normally, with my normal body, when I punch the wall this hard, it's my hand that's supposed to break, not this. Why am I still this body? This thing is supposed to be temporary. I'm really, really angry about it.
I'm unsure whether or not Strike realizes that you're Sasha.
Roll notice to see if I'm
Yeah.
Sasha.
Well, notice, no problem.
Maybe empathy.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So, empathy is something Strike does not have. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, Strike is pretty sure you're just the babbler monster that learned how to talk. And Strike...
And also, he's not as eloquent.
I
Yeah, that,
basically
like-
go "Rah!" and run away.
That was one of the first comments Strike made when Strike saw Sasha Monster, was like, you're talking in a different way than you usually are.
Well, anyway, Sasha isn't going to notice. Actually notice that Strike thinks it's still the Battle Monster talking. So I'm running around. Do I see Jazz around?
You say, running into this room with Jazz in it.
Yeah, Jazz is eating a sandwich.
I go, Jazz.
Yeah,
Why the hell am I still in this body?
you haven't left?
But I am Sasha. I swapped bodies with a Babbler monster while performing a procedure that was supposed to be temporary.
I guess it wasn't temporary.
And what am I supposed to do about this mumbo jumbo now?
How would I get info about like information about whatever magic is at play here?
You could use magic.
Magic to discern magic.
We did also use magic to discern seeing Sasha in the astral plane, and then saw him go into the body.
That was passive, as far as I remember.
Well, yeah, I was like seeing that. Like I could figure out that he switched bodies, but I mean like figure out what exactly the deal is with this. Like how I could reverse it. Possibly.
Nope, stuck forever.
A 4.
I guess that's an alright roll. Not great.
You could probably use some kind of ritual to put them back.
Okay.
Sasha basically goes, do you know about it? It? Does any of those unconscious idiots know about it?
I could
Does
probably
this
figure
idiot,
out.
does this stupid wall know about it? And I punch the wall again.
I don't think the wall knows about it. I could probably
Well,
figure
do
out
you
a way
know
to.
about it, or are you wall? I can rejoin you with the wall if you are wall. Sasha is really angry.
Hey, you could perform a legendary magic in order to put them back into their original bodies.
I could probably switch you back. I could try at least.
Well, why aren't you trying already? I cannot even think in this stupid. I realize why this guy is always angry, and that makes me always angry. And I punch the wall again. I pick up the chair and punch the wall with it.
Okay, what would be a good room to do this in?
You know who I hear is real good at ritual magic? Winnie.
Now
Do
you're
we
going to
know
have
that?
to put down a ritual circle.
Find 1,000 people.
That's a different ritual.
Random question: does the Babel monster wear clothes?
No?
Okay.
He has really, really thick natural armor instead of clothing.
And
do it in
let's
here.
do it that one.
Yeah, that is a good place.
And I'm gonna put. Whoa! Goodbye!
What?
I put it on the map layer and it fell underneath the picture of the ship.
Wait, so what is this?
The ritual circle, I assume.
Yes, you need to get both of the Sashas onto that circle. And nothing else.
Yeah, okay.
Do you inform us of the nature of the ritual?
Yeah. Good. You need to get on this ritual circle along with your actual body.
Well, fine!
What is
Nice,
this
and I-
circle
and I-
made out of?
And I stumble off.
Paint, probably.
Strike.
What was the question?
What is the circle made out of?
Yeah, it would be paint. That's how Jazz tends to use magic.
Strike will. Well, that's a good question. You've used paint before. Would Strike try to eat your paintings?
No, I think
It
that
wouldn't
you've
work.
mentioned that before.
I mean, it
Jazz,
wouldn't
You've
can I
mentioned
get
that
a
before,
craft roll?
but-
A craft roll?
Yes.
Macaroni
Okay.
and cheese.
Because back when Jazz painted something on Milk's stump leg, I believe Strike attempted to do that, but I might be mistaken. He definitely tried to eat the whatever debris was that, but I don't
Yeah, they
remember
did.
about the paint. But I don't remember about the paint. But I think this question was already somewhere before.
This is a high-quality ritual circle.
Does using a ritual like this count as casting onto a surface, since it's using a ritual circle?
No.
No? Okay.
Because the actual
So, yeah,
spell is not on a surface.
So yeah, Sasha goes into the medical bay storage area and looks for his body.
It's right where you left it.
Is it conscious?
No.
Is it dead?
Great. Actually, that's a good question.
Is it breathing?
The moment you touch it, it snaps awake.
I growl. Stay silent and don't move. You'll be getting back into this hunk of junk in a few minutes. I shut his mouth. I clasp his mouth shut with one hand, with one arm, pick him up with another, and hobble along with him, squirming in
Give
my
me a
hands.
physique roll.
Certainly.
And he crushes head like a melon.
No, I don't. No, I hold gently, but firmly. This is my body. I do not want to damage it any further.
You did it.
Congratulations. Now you go with me. And you better not have done anything bad with what I had. That is valuable equipment. I said shut up! Urgh.
Punches you with the psychic hand.
Do I feel it?
No.
So that's how it feels. Next time, when I'm back in your body, I'm upgrading it.
Upgrade my brain.
No, actually.
Because apparently I'm too stupid to even punch somebody in the way they feel it.
Like, doesn't Sasha's mind swords activate upon anger?
Not yet.
It's not trying to kill him.
He's trying to express his anger.
So yeah, go ahead and take -1 shifts of damage.
You punched me so weakly that you healed me. I actually felt better. You're better for an acupuncturist than a fighter, so shut up.
You say, at you.
So anyway, I turn around and go, Jazz, where are you?
I'm now just imagining a
I
massage
am not
therapist.
standing in the circle because that would be a bad idea.
A massage therapist who builds around just like using fight with a ton of penalties.
Yeah, and if he rolls unsuccessfully enough, he retires with a husband or wife somewhere in the Caribbean, just like in that game tale about a paladin and an orc.
Just gives masterful massages by attempting to punch people.
And failing awfully.
That's basically thigh massage.
Okay. Enough about thigh massages.
Jazz,
No,
are you going
let's
to do
talk more
anything
about
else to prepare for this?
No, let's talk about more about thigh massages because you are weak in my body. Jazz.
How high is legendary?
8.
I guess I should. What could I do though? I guess I could ask Winnie for help.
I'm not gonna be anywhere near Sasha.
I'm pretty sure that would
But
disrupt.
speaking of that, is Winnie aware that the ritual is being in preparation?
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see.
Where is Winnie hiding?
Probably the vents. A place where I know Sasha Monster wouldn't be able to get to me.
That's where you're wrong, because the babbler Sasha would not be able, while the Sashi monster would. But that is not a
Actually.
Strike
'cause
waggles their antenna in your face.
Sasha Monster is very good at squeezing into very tight spaces.
Yes.
How big are these vents?
Big enough for Strike to pass the ship.
Bruce Willis film vents.
I would ask, how dusty is Winnie right now? Except the answer is none, because Strike lives in the vents.
Yeah, the vents are spotless.
Thank you.
Good job, Troy.
Winnie's gonna come out and like, man, I don't know. There's like a newfound respect for Strikes. Like this, like I thought I knew what cleanliness was, but those vents. It's like, did we just get this ship? Yes, but that's beside the point.
Your bond has just upgraded by 1.
Rank up.
Level
let me
gap.
find the- Yeah, let me find the tune for this. Just a second.
Ignoring that ritual that's going to happen eventually.
We've got.
Jazz should
I'm
join
trying
the
to-
second ritual circle to help the first ritual circle.
No.
Trying to figure out if there's like any sort of object that would help with the ritual.
Candles.
Yeah, like a chair from over here, a napkin from over there, like a painting
Question.
of a kitten that we
Here's a
picked up from
question.
somewhere.
Have a
Uh,
good
hamburger.
meal.
Here's a question.
Get some
You said
sleep.
But they
that
just had a good meal.
you said both Sashas should be in the circle, but nothing else. Does the hand count as something else?
The hand is Sasha.
Okay.
That's a part of my brain. Not of my mind, because you would have a babbler monster with a telekinetic hand.
Oh.
I certainly agree.
I can't think of anything.
A dance.
A prayer. Read a book for inspiration. You're all about art, yeah?
Know what
An
you're talking
interpretive-
about?
An interpretive dance. Me?
Appropriate music. from
Examine
no
them
one lists wherever
properly.
is appropriate.
Physically and emotionally.
These are all
Yeah,
suggestions.
that's a good idea.
Which one?
Hmm.
All of them at the same time.
Yeah, you see a monster and a very, very angry scientist wrestling in your ring.
Give me an investigate.
Okay, that's a skill I don't have, but sure. Did it not roll?
Doesn't
Did
look
not
like
Doesn't
roll
look
yet.
like it.
There it is.
That
Okay.
time it rolled.
That's a 1.
Yeah, you got a good feel for their physical bodies. Give me an empathy.
Okay. I think I should have given Jazz empathy after all.
That is also one.
You have a decent understanding of their emotional states. It's angry.
Yeah.
Of course.
Both of them are
At this
angry,
time-
so they're compatible.
Yeah. At this point, I'm kind of like, give
So you're at plus 6
back
now.
my buddy.
I'm at +6.
Yeah. You got the ritual, you got the physical examination,
Okay.
and the emotional examination.
Alright.
And each of these are like
but-
boosts.
They're aspects with free invocations. Except
Okay,
they might as well be boosts because they're not going to be useful for much else.
Well,
You never know when you're going to need another ritual circle.
that sounds good enough then. I input 6 as a modifier for this roll. I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Or you can just count it afterwards, whichever.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's add it as a modifier.
That's a 12.
Huh. Sure is.
Oh,
Who would have guessed with a plus 11 total?
You did it.
Cool.
Hey. Jing.
you just rotate them.
Yes.
Good.
The ritual switched the positions of their bodies, but not their minds.
That would have been on an 11.
Well, there you go.
Well, I still cannot control my token for now, but I believe that is a matter of time.
Already have that one open.
Let me guess, my character sheet has just disappeared, yeah? Oh no, it's back. Still with the same aspects as before.
Oh man, resolving issues. What is this?
Still with the
A
same Babylon
role-play
monster
game?
aspects as before.
Don't worry, Weimar, we'll get to you.
Pitch up a hitchhiker.
Jazz is just gonna advise them both not to switch bodies again.
Now doubling down on that last aspect.
So what happens?
You did it.
So what do I see?
You see the Babbler monster in front of you.
I wonder if he's still angry at him.
To be continued in 2 weeks. Ah. So yes, I see Babylon Monster in front of me. What is he doing to me?
He has your mouth covered with one arm and is pulling you along with the other.
Where?
To here, where you became a part of the ritual and then stopped being you.
Or started being you.
But now he doesn't need you anymore, so he is tossing you aside.
Whee!
You don't even go as far as the wall.
I yell after him. Milk is unconscious. No idea why. Do I understand what he's saying?
Nope.
Back to square one. For a moment, I cannot move. I lie a little bit, and I wait until until I regain control of my faculties. Do I notice anything new?
You right?
All right. While I'm laying over there agreeing with the wall, do I notice anything special about this little rest hall that I'm in?
There's
Just
a
like
ritual circle on it
general.
now.
No.
I guess this is now the
right.
ritual room.
Do I see? Well, it already had the appropriate icon, but do I see Jazz anywhere around?
Yeah,
Next
Jazz
room
has
over.
it too.
Can I? Okay, so I've realized I can stand up now. I open the door. I go to Jazz and I say, basically, really heartfelt thank you. Basically, just look at Jazz. Like say thank you so very much.
Is there a
been-
hug involved?
Well, yeah, I ask, would it be appropriate time for a hug?
Sure.
Let the hug commence. What do I roll for it?
Roll fight.
Since this is not
No, make it
since
physique.
this does not make. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good because hugging with mind swords would have been an unpleasant situation.
Is Jazz squishy?
Yes,
Let's
Jazz
see.
is full of slime.
It's a properly
love.
tight hug.
I do not see my rolls. That's because I scrolled way high above. Okay.
Give him a second hug.
Jazz hugs back.
And then a tighter hug. And then a tighter hug.
If this keeps up, we'll go black hole territory soon.
Jazz is giving you a bear hug.
Let me find appropriate combat music just in case. Okay, there we go. Hugs! Alright, hugs over. I then turn around and look. Basically, and I say, actually, Jazz, I believe you and I never spoke properly since you joined the team. Would you mind a little interview?
I guess you could interview. Yeah.
Also, we have so many new members. Sroik, are you around?
If you call for Strike, Strike arrives.
Yeah, that was what I said. That was what I said.
Strike arrives.
I basically turn to them and I say, "All right, I'm back myself again, thanks to Jazz. And now that I'm fine, now that we're finally, actually, Paulina, are you awake?"
And at that moment, let's discover a mood.
Pauline, are you awake? He asked, the ship flying through space at the moment.
I hope so.
No. Paulina
She
says.
was an autopilot, sleep flying.
Oh no, that's a problem. You gotta
Ooh,
get that
this is
looked at.
fun. Do we want social on the surface, but agitated underneath? Antisocial, but many mistake it for being humble? Or unfriendly and assertive?
Since she hasn't been speaking for all this time, let's assume antisocial.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
The third one sounds for some interesting fun, but
Yeah, because the third one sounds for interesting fun, but she definitely would have asserted herself the moment she'd have the chance.
fair.
I'd like everybody to give me an athletics roll.
Oh! Six.
Jazz, yes.
Alright, everybody except for Sroik falls over. When he falls out of the vent.
Do we?
As something shakes the ship.
Strike just kind of starts hovering in place.
Paulina, what's the status?
There's been an impact.
With what?
Something.
Please give me the camera feed to that something.
This gives me no information.
Please give me the camera feed to that something.
There's a camera feed now.
What do we see on it?
Give me a lore.
Certainly.
I think the only thing more confusing than something would have been nothing. Like, oh, really?
This looks like some kind of escape pod.
Is that an escape pod?
I mean, you saw that it was an escape pod.
If only we had some
I
sort
see.
of tractor beam.
I turn my head to Paulina. No, I turn my head to Winnie and say, "Oh, you're here. You'll be coming with me."
You just look at the ship somehow.
Yeah, I turn my head 0 degrees in every direction and face Paulina in one of her many multifaceted edges.
The ship is being boarded.
Huh.
Where?
Guess we have
Please
to
lead
know
us.
for that.
Everybody after me.
Okay, so that means you're in front then.
Yes. That does mean I'm in front. Sroik, being the habitual NPC, follows me at about the same level. Just like in the NPC escort situations.
Also, you're using like higher level English communication at Strike. Like everybody, it's like at my 6. I'm like, what? You didn't say that. But if you were like anything that's not direct, like, hey, everyone, follow behind me. Might have some
I was like,
difficulty.
after me. I do not want the distance between us exceed the habitual parameters. So basically, I go with the lab speak instead of the military speak.
There's a person here. Who is it?
How does it look?
It's invisible. I'm gonna guess his name is Jimothy. Jimothy.
How does it look, and what does this person do when
It's
they
ju-
see us?
Is Jazz going to have to add additional storage to the ship?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll
John?
find out what's going on.
This
The
session
person
or
who
next
refers
session?
to us. So this is our new
Weimar?
player, yeah?
How do you look, Weimar?
Has Weimar even been verbally present at all so far?
I sent a message before this and got a response.
Man, Peanut Gallery said something before the lore rolled by Sasha. Oh, escape pod, dead body. Oh well. Hello.
Weimar!
We need more people to ping him.
Okay, the person is, okay, the thing... No, we cannot hear you at all.
You should
do not
try
like that.
exiting Discord entirely.
Okay,
usually works.
Yes, I imagine. I imagine Weimar's character like talking to us, introducing themselves, and then the character realizes that the airlock between the escape pod and the airlock proper is still closed, and he's talking into the little screen that shows to both parties what they're seeing. So basically, he's been talking to a door all this time. And he goes like, "Oh," and presses the button, and the door opens.
We still cannot hear Weimar.
Yep.
Did you fully
Nothing.
quit the program?
Technical issues, everybody.
Well,
Oh, I saw a blip. Is your computer plugged in?
oh, that was
Yes.
the problem.
Yeah, you might want to check the power supply,
Are you
the
plugged in?
energy supply.
So we saw a blip, so audio is capable of being passed through, but
I haven't even seen the blip.
Weimar, are you currently adjusting your headset at all? Or microphone, or whatever you're using?
Did you remember to charge it?
We still cannot hear you. If you wish to communicate, it's probably best through text.
Yeah, we cannot hear you at all for now.
The person
But what if
inside the
he's
door.
monologuing and just can't hear us?
Foolish people. They do not even know who I am. Well, I'm just going to barge into the ship and announce that I am Jimothy Forever, adventurer extraordinaire. They will know that they will, for the first look at me, they will see that I am a party animal. And once they see me, they will never forget me because people tend to remember me.
Now,
Hey!
Oh,
alright.
Oh, hey!
now we can hear you.
That's
Words.
fine. Yeah,
Say more words.
more words.
Yes,
Um,
now we
just
can hear
people?
you. Wonderful.
Excellent. So, as I was trying to say, description, basically reasonably humanoid, well dressed, holding a drink glass in his hand.
Is his name?
And-
Is their name Jimothy?
Maybe. Is there like direct contact as, or are you just looking through a camera?
No, basically the door opens and you stumble inside, and we're there.
Ah,
What's your favorite
and
color?
It's green.
Which one?
Dark.
Blue.
Blue.
Oh, a large boy.
Blue green.
Ah, I assume you're my hosts on this ship?
Striker for filth.
Yeah, Fuse. What do I roll to avoid making a snarky reply?
You don't.
Well, maybe.
There's a
We
weird
host,
mechanic in
so-
this game called role-playing.
We're hosts, so you're a parasite or something? Who are you?
Ah, yes, I suppose it's only proper to introduce myself first. My name is Jimothy Ferrero. I am a philanthropist, socialite. The ship I've been on has been met with an unfortunate accident, and I unfortunately appear to have been the only survivor. And I was hoping if I could get a lift to the nearest USO system, if it were feasibly possible.
Fortunately,
As
I
he's
was the only survivor.
Yeah.
As he's babbling that, I'm not listening to him, and instead I'm trying to see by his clothes where he's coming from. Yeah, so basically to see what might be his potential status, judging by the way by the way he's speaking, the way he's holding himself, etc., etc.
Well, as I said, pretty well dressed, behaving like, as a rich kid, and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah, but is there anything that But is there anything betraying about him that I can sense? Like, is there anything that he doesn't want to tell us about that I still see?
Sounds like empathy to me.
Probably.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
empathy.
Fair enough.
What's that?
That's
Oh,
the
look.
is someone hiding something or skill.
No, that's just get a judge of character.
Would you like to try hiding your stuff?
Sure.
Deceit.
Yes.
Deception. Deception. Oh. Oh, look at that.
Well, that's...
Can't read them.
So Sasha takes all the words by face. So basically, over here is a survivor, and what else did you mention about your story? Family.
No family. I was on my own on the ship. It was a cruise ship, 4 other distinct individuals of high class, and something happened. I think meteorites or pirates or something. Doesn't really matter. I quickly boarded this shuttle that you see here with all my belongings and made my way.
Yeah, so Sasha basically goes, "Oh dear, that is incredibly unfortunate. Welcome. I did not expect a fellow person of class to actually be in the ship." So yeah, Sasha's pretty much amicable.
Now I think Sasha's
Much
racist.
obliged.
He
Yeah,
probably
yes,
also
yeah.
wasn't expecting to be on this ship since it was a head-on collision with the stealth vessel.
Yeah, but he wouldn't realize that because I didn't have any points in computers at all, so I couldn't read any sensors or whatever anyway. It would be on towards to accept your hospitality without repayment, so if I might invite you to a drink or something.
Do you have any trash?
I most certainly hope not.
Well,
Sweet
I'm
lead.
not. I'm a teetotaler, unfortunately, but do you have perhaps any books about the local planets?
I'm afraid not.
Maybe fresh newspapers, fresh data recordings of the news.
No, don't think so. Maybe some business magazines somewhere, but I'm not really particularly into that sort of things,
Sasha noticeably loses interest in you and with a low voice goes, I mean, those would do.
We have achieved orbit.
Wonderful. Do not land yet.
Hey, Jimothy, do you like steaks?
Sure, if they're well done. And by that I mean well done.
Well
not that-
done steaks.
You know what I mean. Not overcooked.
If they're done properly.
Precisely.
Before you go that, I stopped Jimothy on his way. You should take a chem shower. Who knows what you have been through?
I suppose that would be cautious. Very well. If you would
Yes,
show me
the
the way.
chem shower is over there. I will make sure the shuttle and your belongings are well. We might require it later on.
Sure.
Just don't drop
be
them on the
careful not to-
floor.
Exactly. Don't make sure not to break anything. There's some really expensive alcohol in there.
And I start heating up food for Jimothy.
Sasha mumbles, "This is like the third time my interview is getting interrupted." And takes a look into the shuttle.
You find it stashed with various valuables, jewelries, and really expensive luxury items. You know, expensive tobaccos, alcohol, other recreational objects.
Any pieces of art?
Is there at least one smashed vase inside?
Most
I turn
certainly.
to yes.
To both of those.
I turn to Jazz, who's standing beside me, and I basically go, that is those are some interesting things. Would you like to take a look?"
Sure. Yes.
Is there anything in particular that you'd like to see there?
Like me or Jazz?
Like what?
What's it to me or Jazz?
That was to Jazz.
Oh, Jimothy, as you enter this room, there's two unconscious people in this thing.
Oh dear.
Also, as you entered the ship for the very first time, a giant cockroach is standing there, asked you if you had trash and left.
Well, I'm not going to judge, I'm just assuming
Just
you're
kidding, it's
janitor.
not the break, I just felt it's appropriate.
Greetings to you too, sir. I see.
Wait, do you two understand each other? That's out of character, but do you?
No, I'm just reacting as it, just, out of politeness.
What a socialite. Well,
But actually, maybe you are such a maybe you're such a socialite that you can actually understand him.
Give me an empathy.
oh,
What do you know? Something.
Not much.
it's angry.
Aw.
So,
I'm going to assume that these guys have at least some sort of idea that what this thing is doing here, and I'm going to be cautious but not especially worried about it.
One of the bodies you see on the floor is a skeleton. So,
Ah,
And it's
Well-
it's breathing. It's breathing.
this is a medbay, right? Or
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going to assume that you're trying to that somebody's got injured or whatever, and you're just trying to yell them or whatever.
Did you ever wash out that peanut butter?
No.
Wait, there was peanut butter?
There's peanut butter stapled to the skeleton.
What the hell?
Alright, yeah.
You now have peanut butter stapled to your bones.
I'm going to be a bit concerned, but
What?
not worried.
It's a med bay, you know.
So this here is the shower, right? I asked the Babbler monster. Thank you for your answer. So these chemical showers generally just have some sort of nozzle and a lever, right, to operate it.
Spray yourself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
do that.
it's
Like, it's a chem shower, so it's probably just like a pull chain.
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
like if you've been on a ship, you've seen this thing before.
I've been in chemical labs, I've seen that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just not gonna even bother undressing because I'm gonna assume that the clothing needs to be disinfected as well, so I'm just gonna pull the string.
A
You are
drenched
now in space.
everyone loves a midship airlock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
Sasha and
the peanut butter
and
was
Sasha behind
cleaned
you
off.
smirked.
Staples are still there, though.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yes, maybe strike it.
I don't think Jazz finds anything in the escape pod all that interesting.
While Jazz is looking, Sasha takes a moment to investigate the area a little bit. Like
The whole thing
what
is
does he
just
see
to hand
there?
wave. It's just to hand
Yeah,
wave
but-
my resource stat.
Oh, all right. Still, I'm going to investigate the machinery of the escape pod. Just like how good of a
Oh, yeah.
quality is it? Just in case we might need it.
Small problem.
Yes.
Resources is not a skill.
Is it not?
No. It's a stress
it's-
box.
Yes,
Oh.
it's wealth over here. Right under physical, mental, there's wealth.
Oh,
Resources as a skill, I think it's
You get
Probably
more of
something
it
else.
for having aspects related to it,
Oh
or
well.
getting
I-
more.
well, there is a skill called resources, but it's more about acquiring resources or throwing money at a
No,
problem
there is
successfully.
no
So
resources skill at
Yeah.
all.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
it
it's in the
is.
vanilla game.
it is actually.
No, it's
No.
it
not.
is. It is
This-
not in this game. Just
oh,
like
yes, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
like a computer instead of physique, instead
Yeah.
of resources, it doesn't.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
just gonna
He
shuffle
has
my
so
skills
much
around a
money,
bit.
he bought himself a resource skill.
Do they have deception?
What?
I mean, you might get athletics, since you're a well-educated guy and everything.
Empathy. Empathy is
Yeah,
pretty
that
good.
would-
here.
Yeah, that would be a good idea if you didn't have it already.
No, I don't.
Get that at +4. Understand the Babbler monster.
Yeah. So change that 1 to a 5.
Has the same level of. Wait. Oh no, you have better burglary than Jazz.
It's not suspicious at all.
Probably not for the same reason.
Well, I mean, burglary is also about getting around. Like when you're on a rowdy party and you want to snatch yourself a drink,
Or if you want to
money-
escape from pirates.
Yes, or if you want to steal yourself a pretty lady at a party, that's also pretty much a very useful application.
And that's why Sasha has no burglary.
I think I'm not gonna go with empathy. She seems
Scientists
like a
do
lame-
not get ladies normally, unless they're like Richard Feynman or something.
What about Gordon Freeman?
Yeah, or like Landau.
There we go.
Oh, you also have good provoke. That's nice. You actually have better provoke than I do right now. By now,
So, Fuse, how many epic stakes do I have left? It's kind
Oh.
of early.
You've got
initially
less
made-
provoked than that? That's weird. I thought your spell was quite offensive.
It's like, how many does one body's worth make?
A lot.
I guess I still have plenty left.
You've got 2d6 stakes.
I'm making that into a 1,000 blank white card.
Oh, I'm running low.
You're running low. Strike thought most of them were trash.
What? Raw meat?
Okay. Sroig should be a food critic. Yes.
I'm a food critic of things that are not prepared for regular people to consume.
Did you just like leave them unrefrigerated?
I put them in the fridge.
Was the fridge turned on?
You just left them on the floor
Yes.
of the fridge.
Like on the fridge, like on top on the fridge. But in the fridge, it's set in that part where water drips down. That all keeps the steaks cool. There's like a special thing right in the very bottom of the fridge. That's good, right?
Anyway, what's happening next?
So yes, I suppose Jazz and my Sasha is going to like carry out something out of the thing, put it somewhere, and then physically go whatever. Jazz, let's go find Stroik and actually continue your interview.
You're
Alright.
probably gonna notice that the pod has multiple seats in it and was most certainly designed for multiple people in it.
Well,
Well, actually, I was going to try and investigate that. So yes, what do I know? So yes, can I give a quick investigation to the shuttle?
Could you?
Certainly.
Investigate. Oh. Change your name.
Certainly.
you're not a monster anymore, I guess.
Some might think otherwise.
Oof, I was quite high. You're probably gonna notice some sort of wallet or brooch with some name on it that distinctly isn't Jimothy Ferrero.
Speaking of Jimothy, could you change your display name?
Oh yeah.
My name
Maybe
is
that-
Peanut Galarai.
He's been peanut gallery for so long.
Penu Gallery.
And I'm Javert. Do not forget my name.
So now I'm all soaked and sterile. And I'm just going
Now
to
it's
walk back to the other guys and... So, what's up with the, let's say, bodies in the medbay? Are you trying to treat them or something?
Unknown infliction, yes.
Ah. But, should I be concerned?
I think they're just
Not
sleeping.
not for now.
And what's that charming fellow standing watch over them? The big guy?
Okay, which one of us is bigger? I mean,
No,
between Jazz and myself, which one
in
of
the
us is
med bay.
bigger?
Jazz is bigger.
Yeah,
Jazz
so
is
I
pretty
say,
big.
oh, that's Jazz. I say, oh, that's Jazz.
No, I mean in there.
Oh, that's the Babbler monster. Don't make him angry. And then,
You like-
Sasha kind of lowers his head and says, he's always angry.
I see.
That's a secret.
So, you're not a military vessel. You don't seem to be an envoy of any sort. You're not a transport vessel, as far as I can tell.
All right.
do you do?
I think we should continue this conversation not in the locker. Sroik, where are you?
Yes.
Ooh,
All three
where
of
you
you,
come from?
please. All three of you, please come with me. Let's have a little interview for once.
All right.
So we go like over here, in the
Oh.
more luxurious area of the ship, because it's separate quarters.
Yeah,
It's
through the
a-
ritual room.
Is that still there?
Yeah,
It's permanent. You
still has
spray
another
painted
free
a
invocation.
if you ever need it. Which actually might be a good idea sometime, in my opinion. Actually, let's write it down because
Usually for
Is it-
these things, you just never get to use them again because you throw them down like on a planet you're about to leave, quote unquote, about to leave.
We did leave that one.
alright, there we go. Mind
One free
changing
invoc.
ritual circle, one free invocation. So yes.
Here's your shake.
All right. Yeah, I suppose. So Winnie, could you come here as well, please?
I guess I'm already here.
All right. I motion for everybody to sit down.
Milady, did Sidora?
Strike
Isn't
does
it
not
only, like,
understand your motion.
Beds.
No, I guess he would. They would.
Yeah, say, please make yourself comfortable. Seat yourself. But do not leave the room, I tell to Sroik, who's about to
Yeah.
jump back into the vents.
Just make yourself comfortable. Okay. Strike hangs from the ceiling. I don't know.
Is this also Sasha's room?
No.
Oh.
I put myself in
like-
the glass
Yeah,
of
like
liquor.
There are
we
only
asked-
two rooms.
There's also like the general mess hall where people also sleep, etc., etc. But it's now a ritual room as well. So yeah, I tried to compose myself before making something of a speech. Then I begin. All right. For once, I'd like to officially welcome you on this research mission. Which, as I was told, has been mounted by the University of Wizardry and Thaumaturgy, also known as UWAT.
Oh, so you're all wizards?
Not exactly. We research lore, mythical creatures, and magotech, which is pretty much a melding of magic and technology. This particular, like this particular. Paulina, please say hi to everybody.
Mood time.
Say hi.
Contemplative, but many mistake it for being unfriendly. Disoriented, which unconsciously conceals being excited. Or annoyed and intent.
What's
I think
intense?
disoriented after
Like,
being conked on the
In
the
the
shell
hole.
would be very appropriate.
Yes.
But they're
Yeah,
also
that makes
excited
sense.
because new friends.
Whoa!
That is SS Paulina, our ship with a soul and a mind of her own. Please welcome
Oh.
her.
I think our
Glad
orbit is
me.
changing.
Glad to make your acquaintance, my ship.
Yeah, the orbit is
Ship.
definitely changing.
Good to know. Please make sure it doesn't change.
It's
But it is.
changing.
Shouldn't your helmsman be doing something about this?
Our helmsman is asleep.
Paulina, can you please show me the video feed of what's happening around?
Right. The ship is currently spinning.
Spinning is okay, but are we falling down from the orbit?
No, the orbit is not decaying.
Wouldn't we
Good.
feel that spin?
Yeah.
No, there are systems for that.
Yeah.
We're doing donuts.
So I like make a cautious smile, and I flick away the visuals which everybody have seen, and I say, okay, so as our ship is currently conducting some orbital experiments, let me allow me to tell you more about the mission. My name is Sasha Ruking. I am a lab assistant of the university, and I'm the official UWAT representative. Uh, with this, we have mounted an expedition throughout a portion of the known space in order to demonstrate a potential for success of a team of racial, extraterrestrial, and national diversity in the when left to their own devices, and with a mission to promote freedom, knowledge, and lore awareness on the lesser developed planets. So yeah, Sasha is basically yapping whatever.
Are you sure that's the mission?
That sounds exciting.
I take a look as I'm yapping that. I take a look at the tablet with the description of the mission.
You are supposed to be researching new myths.
Sasha goes, and as we do that, we are also on a mission to research new myths around the space.
Sounds fascinating. Have made any significant discoveries yet?
Sasha winces as if he's in pain. But
Well,
You
there
found
were
an adder
monsters
monster.
on the first planet. And the second planet you forgot to even ask.
Strike. Okay, I'd like to point out Strike hasn't even left the ship since the tower fell on that old planet. Otherwise, Strike could absolutely be blabbering about that right now. It's like many discoveries. Yeah, people die when towers fall on them.
well, Sasha has been kind of impressed by the new person. He doesn't exactly want them to. He doesn't exactly want to scare them away right away.
Then why'd you trap them in a room with Winnie?
As an experiment with cultural, national, extraterrestrial diversity. Speaking of that, what is Winnie doing right now? What is everybody else doing as I'm yapping around?
Cleaning myself.
Jazz is
I'm listening
creating
intensely
an
and-
orange to eat.
I'm listening intensely and keep sipping my drink.
Drink sipping. Sip drinking.
I'm
Ship drinking.
looking expectantly at Jimothy to see if he enjoys the steak.
Sipping
Like
my steak.
tail wagging and everything.
Yes.
He's like, woo! All right.
It is masterfully crafted.
So Sasha gets basically on a roll, gives like a 10-minute speech about the cultural and mythical diversity of space. Basically, Milk would have been snoring by now.
Jazz is taking a bite out of an orange unpeeled.
Milk has been snoring.
Strike is waiting for you to say anything that means anything.
And I'm mostly ignoring you. Halfly.
Yeah, Winnie has been like halfway out the door this entire time.
Literally.
It's kind of a cramped room.
And Strike doesn't get social cues as being too close to Jazz.
And Sasha basically finishes up. But enough of me. I'd like to introduce our current members of the crew, and extend to you an opportunity to join this exciting cruise. Winnie, could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Winnie the chef on the ship.
Wonderful. Jazz.
I'm the artist of the ship.
And Strike.
I am called Strike. I clean. I was like, I dispose of garbage and clean the ship.
We also have our bodyguard, Milk, that has been currently beset by a terrible affliction. And Sasha pauses for a moment. Another potential recruit that that has been beset by the same affliction before I have been introduced to them.
What, the dead person?
No, that's the Babbler monster. He's like the pedophile bodyguard.
Ah.
Stole him from the
Interesting
planet you
character.
were supposed to study him on.
Well, I mean,
we could
yes,
study him.
yeah,
What better way
Yeah,
to study
basically-
than to take him with?
yeah, basically I say, well, yes, he's a mythical creature, and so we're studying him in the same experiment of cultural, natural, and extraterrestrial diversity.
So after you're done talking, Strike is going to say, so what's our mission? What are we doing on these planets? After you've said it in so many words, Strike
Sasha
says,
goes,
"What?"
Sasha goes grim and basically says, "We're
Your
going
mission
around
is
the
to
planets."
study any new developing myths within this system.
Strike.
Yes, study myths, go around, stay safe, not kill any more people in the process. And Sasha kind of, I mean at all.
I mean, you can't expect
Also, I think these
Janet.
people want to talk to you.
What people?
These people.
Where?
There is a display coming down showing multiple heavily armed ships approaching.
Oh my.
So to be clear, Sasha's description of the mission to Strike is go study myths, don't kill people. I think there's a third thing.
Stay alive.
Eat the garbage.
Well, yeah.
Eat
Alright,
all of their
Garbage is a
garbage.
duty, not a mission. So Sasha goes, okay, who are these people? Everybody to the observation room, follow me.
All right.
And Sasha basically uses his portal mitigator to go through the wall, and the portal closes behind him. So he says, after me, and then goes into the wall. In any case, we're in the observation room. I go, Paulina, please establish contact with one of those ships.
Accepting
kinda
hail.
I kind of want Strike to roll athletics to follow you through the portal. Is that something
It's
I can
not
try?
that short.
Huh?
The time isn't that short.
So I can follow through?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. I do.
it's what it's there for.
Well, it sounded like he's saying he proposed an oxymoronical situation of follow me, close the door behind him.
In a fashion, but you've reacted fast enough.
Yay.
So yes, incoming hail, what does it say?
This is Vice Admiral DeVeeth.
This
Hello.
is SS Paulina. This is SS Paulina, a U-Watt research vessel.
State your business on this planet.
Give me a moment to think.
Study myths, don't kill, don't die.
Yes, let's say Stroik says this out loud. and I say, basically, yes.
And why is it an issue to not kill? Has that come up before?
No, but
Fuse,
we would
can I
like
get a
to,
fate
no,
point?
but we would like to.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yes.
Oh
What happened?
Jimmy should have 3.
Strike will continue answering the questions until they are forced to stop answering those questions.
Stroik, I'm talking here. Please stay silent for the duration of this speech of this talk.
Strike does.
I'd like to roll will to see if I maintain composure during this unexpected situation.
Who have you killed?
I mean, there was
I know
a
you
monster
came from the
that-
direction of Thurid.
I mean, there were monsters that attacked us on the previous planet.
What monsters?
I motioned for the Babbler monster to come in. I say thanks, and I say we are starting them on a peaceful mission.
Alright,
We'd
hold on a
We'd
second.
like to go. Yes. Well, that's a fine kettle of fish. And then it exploded.
Oh, good.
You can totally play the angle of, like, yes, deaths have happened on missions like this in the past. That's why the rule has been set up. Us, in particular, have not participated in the act. Like,
By
it's just
the
an
Undying Emperor, what is that thing?
That thing is one of the monsters we are currently studying. It has been pacified and poses no danger to anybody who is going to attack who isn't going to attack us. Thus, the third tenet: don't die. As for the second tenet: don't kill. Ask the other monsters that did not accept the same offer that was extended to this one. We came.
Right.
So Sasha basically takes a deep breath. We're here on a mission of peace.
I'd
We'd
like
li- we
you
ju- we
to
just-
give
we-
me a deceive.
Ooh!
Oh dear.
Ooh! Could our socialite step in?
I want to see the reaction first.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I do too.
Your lies have been recorded. Now tell me the truth.
If I may
I-
interject,
can I-
we seem to have gotten off the wrong foot here.
I am the representative of this ship.
Yes, but it's seems that we're not really getting.
I'd like to offer.
Sasha,
I'd like to offer.
I'm giving you a
like
compel.
Yes.
You will not allow Jimothy to speak for you.
Indeed, that is what I just wanted to say.
Hey,
Have a fate point.
Thank you. Because I am an assistant to Great Axe Inquisitor. Do not interrupt me next time. Then I'd like to use my provoke to.
Can I leave the ship?
Not yet. So first of all, I'd like to ask him, do you know what UWAT is?
Of course.
I am an official representative of the University of Wizardry and Thaumaturgy. If you do us and me in particular any harm or obstruct us in our mission, the university will have record this thing. This vessel is an official scouting ship equipped with all the necessary scouting technologies. Several feeds of this event is being broadcast to the UWAT's Infinite Data Center as we speak. Do you certainly want to attract the ire of the university further?
that sounds like provoke.
Yes, that is what I intend to do.
Hey.
And I'd like to use my newly gained fate point on that. It does not want to leave my inventory. What have you done to me? Ah!
Stapling, stapling.
What a terrible
Where'd you
fate.
put it? Oh, it's way over there. Why was it way over there?
A different zoom level, perhaps?
Because I had to unstick it from my inventory. Or inventory, whatever.
Unfortunately, the Vice Admiral does have will.
How much?
He's got 3.
And how much did you roll?
2.
Wait, is that 2 plus 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Also, he mentioned the Undying Emperor. Do I know anything about this? Potentially?
Maybe. If you'd like to go through the 16 facts right now.
16 facts about the Undying Emperor. I can establish them.
So there are, like the last planet, there are 16 facts. If you make a lore roll for figuring out what you guys together know about this planet, then you will, however many hits you got on that, you get that many of the facts of your choice.
So, okay, so the roll is highest lore plus +1 for every other person with lore, correct?
Yes.
I believe Stroik does not have lore. Plus,
Does
and
the
has
does
plus.
this
And you
situation
can
make
try to create advantages ahead of time, though you're on a bit of a time
Does-
schedule right now.
does the Babbler monster have does this situation make the Babbler monster angry?
No, because he's already angry.
Ah, well, wisdom of rage.
He does have that now.
Yep.
You made the Babbler monster smarter.
And Strike
like
can
that?
translate.
But does you have to?
Alright,
We still
so
have to
Battle
establish the
Monster
strike.
and Strike together can give a +1.
The ship still doesn't know Stroik can translate, though. And Stroik doesn't know that they can't understand it. This still needs to
Yeah,
be
but
something.
Sasha
that-
can ask.
ask what?
Does anybody understand the babbler monster?
If they have reason to ask that, Shrek will say yes.
They would obviously have reason for that because they know that the babbler monster gets smarter as it gets angrier.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that. Because I've been that.
All right. So all that's left
So,
is to ask.
does anyone else have lore?
Yep.
Now that we've established that it can know about it, and we have a translator, and I have reason to ask if we have a translator, I'm going to not ask.
Yeah.
Okay, so so basically,
You still haven't asked Strike.
yeah. So what does
Alright.
the Babbler monster do as we're talking?
Babble?
Can somebody possibly translate for this creature for me?
What do you mean?
I think it's angry.
Oh wait, you told Strike to be silent. Oh no! You told Strike to be silent for the rest of this call.
Compel. Do you accept it?
It's funny. So yeah.
Anyone
Strike
who
now
can
has
understand
7
about the
fate points.
anyone who can understand about the monster, raise a hand.
Strike raises a hand.
You have permission to talk.
Come on. That feels gross. I just accepted a compel. To not... What do you think, GM?
Just give the fate point back.
Alright.
You are uncompelled.
Strike... So what are you asking exactly? You said something, raise your hand.
If whoever can translate for the battle monster, please raise your hand.
This has a touch of meta about it. Yes, Strike raises their hand.
Which
So
one?
you
All of them.
and falls into the floor.
Yeah. Well, technically they're feet, but whatever. 4 hands get raised.
So
Whoever
you
understands the
can't-
Babel monster.
So you understand the battle monster.
Can you not?
No, I do not have a mental link with him anymore.
Can you
Their
get on
bodies
with
speak
this?
volume.
I'd like to see your documentation.
So what does the Babbler monster say? Well, it should roll first of all.
No? Only one person rolls, it just gives +1
Oh.
through you.
It just has lore. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's the-
so basically,
Let's ask the general
So-
what he knows about it.
all right. So
The
first,
Vice
so first
Admiral?
of all, the,
Yeah.
okay. So first of all, the guy wants to see our documentation.
Do we have documentation?
All right. I think now is a good time to roll lore, because he's asking what he's asking for is definitely a part of the procedure. So that's a roll.
Like, this is a planet that is documented, that we have papers on how it's documented, and it's on the list of planets we're supposed to visit it. That's why it's documented on Earth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have documentation.
So that makes it 8 facts that we know.
Did you guys have more?
Jazz
you
does
got-
not have lore.
Half the facts.
Oh, 9. That makes it 9.
More than half the facts.
So, who's helping?
I.
Strike, we're a Babbler monster through Strike.
Jazz, do you have lore?
No.
Okay, so that's 8.
Alright, 8 facts.
First fact: the Undying Emperor believes in decay. All official documents must be.
I have a
scattered
list
in-
of facts.
I saw. I thought it's establishing. All right.
Well, if you just pick who gets to choose a number first.
So first,
All right.
the person who was rolling, Sasha.
Yes.
Pick a number 1 through 16.
13.
Fact number 13. The Hanesh Royal Fleet is renowned for its maneuverability, despite the size of its ships. A very relevant fact.
Renowned.
All right. That's one fact.
Sroik.
7.
Fact number 7. The Hanesh Dr. Magi are masters of magical and mechanical body enhancement.
Ooh.
Could you put these into the
I
chat
will
so
be,
we-
as soon as
Yeah.
they're all done. Winnie.
1.
Fact number 1. The Hanesh Emperor is Verg the Undying, the oldest known living Hanesh. Jimothy.
If we were to find an older
3.
living Hanesh.
Fact number 3. Verg the Undying uses ancient magic to resist time itself.
What just as Winnie kills him as well.
If McNakis can put a number into the chat. But while we wait, Sasha again.
Was McNakis participating?
Well, he's in spirit. Okay,
Fact
8.
number 8. Anyone who is not a registered noble can be legally enslaved without reason. Fact
That's
number
right.
10.
McNakis.
Full zombies cannot be killed as long as a small machine in their torso is intact.
Okay. Strike again.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 facts so far.
I feel like Strike could
Is
only
that true?
be able to relate one thing, especially through breakdown of communication. Alright. So Sork has given their one fact.
We're just going in a circle, giving numbers.
Yeah, just again.
Oh, okay,
No,
so
it has been 6. Wait, that should
Didn't
have
we
been
have-
7. I only have
7
6.
was mine.
Wait, I only have 6 checked off, so I need to figure out which one wasn't.
it was 13, 7, 1, 8,
And 3.
3
I
and
think.
10.
3, and 10.
So I have checked 1, 3, 7, 8, 10, and 13.
Yeah. Short
These
is
more
gonna
prime numbers.
I was gonna say 16.
Because that's
Oh,
only 6 facts.
Yeah. Should 7 people have gone?
Like, there's 5 people in the group, and then McNakis, and then
I
Sasha
mean,
again.
Jazz hasn't given one yet.
Oh.
Oh, I missed Jazz. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay,
Math.
Jazz.
11.
Nice.
Fact number 11. Infected zombies can be killed by damaging the brain or heart.
Hold on. That sort of contradicts.
It
the
said
previous one?
infected zombies is this one, and full zombies was the previous fact.
Oh, I see.
So it's like being a carrier of the disease versus being.
Right, and Sroik gets the last fact since Wisdom of Rage is pretty good.
Oh, okay. Well, I think there'd also be breakdown of communication since Strike is relaying the info.
That's why you only get +1.
Okay. So, What's another prime number within this list? 1,
Two.
3.
Two.
Isn't 5 is
Five.
also prime? Yeah. 5. Let's go 5.
Okay.
Five. Alright.
Fact number 5. The cult of new birth are more machine than person, performing their tasks unfeelingly.
Sounds like them and Stroy could get along.
It's a good thing that Sasha knows the fact that he particularly knows. All right, that would be a good idea to repost it in the Fate system Discord chat as well.
Ooh.
Was that
That
in
looked like a
character?
jolly place to be in.
Jolly good.
Was that yawn in character?
No.
Posting facts in text form. Oh, I didn't know it could do that. All right. So yeah, so Sasha basically goes, "All right, we'll be providing you the documentation shortly. In the meantime, I'd like our ship's solicitor to. In the meantime, our ship's solicitor will continue these negotiations. Then I slap Jimothy on the shoulder and go, you're our ship's solicitor now. Go.
Didn't we already declare that
They
you
accepted a
wouldn't let him
compel
talk
to not let him speak.
Yeah,
Okay.
for you.
That one. Oh yes. That is a bad idea. All right. So basically, go. All right. We'll provide the necessary documentation and ability papers shortly.
And in the meantime, I'd like a full description of what happened on the previous planet.
Jazz, please provide the Vice Admiral the full description of what happened on the previous planet.
Let's see. Just wasn't even paying attention to everything.
So you say just that?
No.
I think you should be asking Winnie to give a full description.
What was I gonna say?
So
Why are you asking me to give the description?
Because you're not Winnie.
because out of character, Winnie would probably hide the fact that the tower fell. And he'd probably notice that she was hiding something.
Jazz wasn't paying attention to the tower falling.
Strike wasn't physically present for it.
Like, out of character thinking, if they have this technology of ships, I feel like they'd have the ability to, like, look on the planet and see that a tower has fallen. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
like-
planets are pretty big.
It's pretty big, but it's still small. It's impossible to see even the Great Chinese Wall from space. Not to mention this.
So
I thought you could
anyway,
see the
yes.
Chinese wall from space.
So Sasha basically sighs, turns to Winnie, and goes, "All right, Winnie, please tell them everything that happened on the previous planet, while we prepare the papers."
how to condense this into the description.
So Sasha stands behind. So Sasha asks Jazz to come and help him.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so Jazz, can you help me find the papers in the meantime, please?
Sure.
I'm gonna type this out to help me with remembering.
Yes. Jimothy.
And I'd like a computer roll from Sasha to find those.
The thing is, I'd like to forge nobility papers for all of us.
I don't know how well that'll work.
Sounds
which
like,
is
That would
why- which
also
is
be
why
a
I'm-
computer roll.
that sounds like something
Oh.
Paulina would be rolling. Okay, Paulina, can you whip up some documents that fit with this planet's paperwork?
Anybody who
Registration.
has a computer roll could do it.
Yeah.
Could be Paulina, if you wanted to try that.
Alright, so I go far enough away that they don't hear it. I basically go, okay, Paulina, we need some nobility papers for all of us. Otherwise, they might enslave us, and this whole expedition is over.
Discover a mood. Do you want somewhat inspired, inspired on the surface but uncomfortable underneath, or sociable, which deliberately conceals being aggressive?
I like
What
the
do you-
middle one.
I feel the second one is appropriate given the circumstances.
I'd like somewhat inspired, actually, because finally we're asking for her to help us.
Yeah, so
in a
would you
long
rather she
time.
be somewhat inspired or inspired? This
On
is
the
like
surface, but uncomfortable with what you're asking.
so she's
I'd rather
this
be-
is like
I'd rather have her be somewhat mildly but genuinely inspired.
flip a coin.
Yeah, that would be a good
I'm
idea.
giving Sasha a double vote on this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's up to
I'm
Jazz.
also the one.
I'm gonna go with somewhat inspired.
Hey.
Somewhat inspired. Very well, I will prepare your documents.
I will assist you in that. I think I remember. I think I might know some of their procedures.
Alright, you got
Lower
some
into
computers?
You can, oh,
I have
hold
computer, but Paulina has computer much bigger than that.
on. Couldn't
Yeah,
you
like,
lure
you have
into
computer,
bonus?
therefore you can help.
Yes. Yes.
Can you do a lore bonus?
Jazz also has computer, so Jazz will help too, since they were like asked to help.
Jeez.
Would either of you like to spend a fate point on your
I have
ship's
none.
behalf?
I have none, so
Sure.
Strike. I think Strike has machine, not computer. Yeah, mechanic. Strike has mechanic, not computer.
you're saying this every session.
Yeah. Because I'm like,
Like,
computer, that might be irrelevant. Nah, it's not. It's mechanic. That? No.
Is Jazz going to invoke one of Paulina's aspects?
Sure. Just these is relevant. Maybe prototype stealth scouting ship, because like to be stealthy sometimes you have to be deceptive. Like
Alright.
Yeah.
So that puts it up to 6. Would you like to go higher?
It would be a good idea to go higher.
Yeah. These are going to be our get out of jail free cards, or rather, don't go to jail at all cards. So we
Yeah.
want
Your
them to be
don't
high
get
grade.
enslaved on the spot cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to invoke Leadership of the Soul of her own to say that she doesn't want to be enslaved either.
So she prepares
That's
a
fair.
certificate of her. So okay, so does that mean she's going to prepare a certificate of her own nobility as well?
Of
She's a noble ship. She's inspired to do so.
She is a person. Alright, legendary result. You've got yourself some nobility papers.
Legendary nobility. Surprised you haven't heard of us already.
I've written to the point where the tower falls. I don't know what to write for that.
Quote unquote, I haven't been there, so I don't know what happened.
No, you could literally just say, like, at that point, a giant monster appeared.
You know,
That is what
did
happened.
happen.
In accordance with our studies. No, that'd be a lie. Oh man.
Almost done.
It's okay.
So what exactly do you want these nobility papers to say?
Royal janitor.
Because you're obviously outsiders.
Just claim that I'm the nobility and they are all my indentured servants.
That mean they would be able to re-enslave it from them.
Yeah.
As a toll fee.
Okay, here is my description of what
I would be
happens.
completely fine with that.
And this is told as a
Well.
run-on sentence.
We land, we visit a nearby tower, the guards are aggressive, we defend ourselves, we fend them off till they concede, we visit another tower, things are a bit chaotic, magic is used to calm everyone, we see a king in the tower, when he doesn't know what happened with him. After we leave the tower, mythological monster appeared and destroyed the tower, there were a few survivors, we leave. Yay.
Not gonna
What do
mention
you
the
want to
knife
know?
man.
No.
The knife man is a mythological monster.
If they want to
Yeah, you
go
could
down and find him, they can.
Yeah. Well, technically you're right. After you leave the tower, a monster called the Knife Juggler appeared and destroyed the tower and several others by throwing knives everywhere.
Or you could say, you could phrase it, after we left the tower, several monsters appeared and the tower was destroyed. Like, you could literally say, the knife juggler appeared and the tower was destroyed, and that wouldn't be a lie. It would just be two separate facts listed side by side.
You know, Hearthstone creatures are usually confined within the board. Since there's no board within this universe, does the Knife Juggler throw knives throughout the universe?
No. The
I think
board
the board
usually
is the planet.
symbolizes a part of like land, basically like a giant
Sure, a
battlefield.
biome.
Yeah, like also or a city or that particular mountain, like in the Lich King,
Is a city a
That's a
biome?
good point.
or the Witchwood itself, etc., etc.
I'll be back.
So Knife Juggler is only targeting the survivors. And the death toll goes down back to 12 million.
Oh,
Is that the entire planet's population?
No,
Apart
that's
from
just
that
the
little-
death toll.
Okay.
The people that you're personally responsible for.
except my little group, which I don't mention.
What isn't mentioned?
My little group. And I'm going to be right back.
What isn't mentioned? His little root?
My little group of
Oh,
survivors.
sure.
We'll be sending a scouting vessel to verify this.
So, the... What do we want the nobility papers to say? Do we know what kind of nobility they definitely won't harm, hurt, or anything?
You've got 3 minutes to decide.
Didn't they say the Undying guy is an emperor?
We cannot fake being his sons of old children.
No,
or
no,
anything.
no, but like, maybe that... Like, is there a linear progression of nobility worldwide? Is it like, no matter where you are, a knight is beneath, or a squire is beneath a knight or something? Or a king is beneath an emperor?
Oh,
Well, there
If there are
wouldn't be a
more
king because there's an emperor.
Right.
if they are more machine than men, then we could be. What would be what would be a good enough title, like Barons of Technology? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Barons
of
of
Technology.
technological...
Barons of Technology, except Winnie and Jazz would get Barons of Revitalization, and
Of what?
Patapon also would get Baron of De-Revitalization.
I'm back.
What about Strike?
So, okay. Okay,
And
so
where is this nobility with? Like, is it with them? Are you saying, like, we've been here before and we became nobility and then we left and now we're back?
That's why we were chosen to study this planet.
Yeah, do they respect other planets' nobility?
We don't know.
let me look at other planets that we have. Just a moment.
We
Got
have 1
under
minute
2
to decide.
minutes.
Or that.
You have until my clock says it's 4:05.
So we could just pick a... Okay.
Well,
Please.
actually, is
Galaxy map,
this the only planet with the zombification thing?
Fuse, can we get that galaxy
Who
map up?
knows?
Do I know that?
That only shows the systems. I believe
Well-
you did know about other planets, and there was one other that had zombies.
I
1
think
minute.
it was in Kalila. I think it was in Kalila, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So basically, go Kalila system. Just without planets, just the system.
There's planet Guilan. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So
'Cause I
you're
remember there's
barons
something-
from planet Guilan.
Yes.
What even is a baron?
It's high enough.
I
That
think
means we can have servants. We can have our own land. We can have a castle.
Probably lower than a duke.
Barons are
Yes.
usually referred
Yes,
to
it's
as lord.
But what are burgermeisters?
We are all the Ubermensch.
Well, I guess we gave that answer.
Alright, barons of that one planet. The zombies, even.
Yep, you are barons of planet Guilin in the Kalila system.
Oh, and I had a question that I thought of. Would 115,000 survivors be able to keep up reproducing with a death every 2 seconds?
I could
You
just
have
establish that.
specifically
Unlikely.
you have specifically protected a certain group of people from being stabbed by the daggers.
Let's see, 9 months divided into 2 seconds spans.
Can they produce a child every 2 seconds? Minimum.
9 months divided by 2 seconds is this is,
That's human incubation rates.
yeah, that's 11 million.
So they don't have enough.
Like, boom, planet suddenly has children. But you did protect some people from the knife juggler. Basically said, protect these when you summon them.
It's almost
As far as I
12
remember.
million.
Now, these people are lizards.
What?
The
How
Hanesh.
long is lizard incubation?
Yeah, they also could have multiple babies at once. You don't
The
know.
common lizards, the eggs generally incubate for. Oh, let's see. What's the word for inside the body? Not gestation.
I know.
Where-
I know the name for like when reptiles give live birth is viviparous.
How long are lizards pregnant? 5 months, 3 to 5 months, 2 to 3 months.
We'll call this 5. It
So
also doesn't matter.
months
Too
divided
late,
by
we're figuring it out.
seconds. That is 6 million. 6.5 million.
But how many babies do they have each time, on average?
Now, that's a good point.
And then incubation time after that is 45 to 86 days.
So while you're looking that up, how many eggs?
I'm looking that up.
Important facts to know.
It depends on the species.
It does say eggs, so plural.
Look up Hanesh.
Eggs.
Eggs, 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 eggs.
It just keeps saying eggs. Eggs. Retrieving the eggs.
Eggs all in one basket.
Oh, alright. Average clutch size for this thing, between 16 and 24 eggs. That is the first number that I've seen recording to clutch size.
So average of 20.
So assuming they start banging as soon as the knives get thrown. Everybody in that group, just all at once, just a massive group activity.
So, you've presented your documents.
We'll have to get back to this.
And
Also,
what happens?
eggs need to be kept warm, and that's an ice planet, so
Very
they probably
well.
die anyway.
You have permission to land.
Thank you. Thank you. What landing areas can we use?
He sends over coordinates.
And in return, I'd like to roll the will to compose myself a little bit. Like, basically, I have a moment while I'm receiving the coordinates.
Proceed to Dock 7. Station L.
Subsection B.
Area 2.
Sasha basically says, "Thanks. I mean, thank you very much. Thank you very much from the name of our planet.
Thanks for
This
believing.
means a lot. This means a lot to us."
He closes off the comms and heads away.
Do other ships also head away?
Yes. No, the next ship comes up.
Papers! What'd you do
Alright,
on the previous planet?
before we land, I'd like to ask Paulina to give a general scan of the planet, basically like population, land areas, climate, atmosphere, etc., etc.
Thin atmosphere. The planet is warm. You can breathe. The air is thin but not toxic.
Good. What kind of sun does this solar system have?
Black hole.
Is it radioactive? Is it a fiery sun? Is it a frozen sun?
I'm
Is it
afraid
a-
it will not. I'm afraid it will not come and wash away the pain, Winnie. But so
Is it a
don't
temperate
don't
star?
don't ask for it to come.
Is it a mild star?
Is it a spicy star?
It's a teapot.
Is it a pop star?
It's a superstar.
Yay!
Is it a superstar ultra?
No, it's an all-star with a
Hey
shape
now.
of an L and a forehead.
An L-shaped star. Astronomy be damned, huh?
Well, you know how it goes. The years start coming and they
Shut
don't
up.
stop coming.
And they don't stop nunning.
Yeah, so much to do, so much to see.
Alright,
That's
so
what
you head
Also
down.
starring Ringo Starr.
The ring.
Where are you gonna go park?
Were they told us, probably?
Where did they tell you?
Subsection L, place B, whatever. Or was it A? L. Where they
Paulina, where
told
did
us
they?
to.
Paulina, where did they tell us to park?
I mean, Paulina is going to be doing the parking.
Discover a
Yes.
mood!
Sarcastic.
Sarcastic review.
These are some fun ones, but I know which one you're gonna take. Warm, sociable and petrified, or very mean-spirited.
I'm waiting for sociable and petrified.
Warm. Warm.
No, because sociable and petrified, like it's
No,
it's my
no.
first time. It's the first time I'm talking with an actual dog.
Shut up.
Oh dear, oh dear. What should I wear? What should I wear?
Warm. Flip a
I've
coin.
never docked at a station before.
Yes.
Fine. Social and petrified.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Could you please guide me
Okay.
through this process?
Wait, you're nervous?
I just haven't done it before. This is my first time.
Out of character, in my opinion, that would be a perfect moment for Jimothy to chime in and basically like, just relax. It's okay. It's okay. It's your first time.
Absolutely. Yeah, since you're
All right, you do the monologue. Come on, do it in full.
All right. All right, you can do this. Come on, a minute. Yeah, you've already done it before, right? It's not much different than landing from elsewhere, right? You just need to be careful and land on the landing strips or wherever people land.
But what if I miss? What if I approach too fast?
Well, just Approach slowly.
Okay, I'm beginning a cautious approach.
What's the ship's minimum speed?
Just like 1
No.
meter per second the entire descent.
The minimum speed is stopped. I'm being hailed. They want to know which station I'm going to. What should I tell them?
Just tell them the truth. Just just tell them the truth. Be open. Communication is the key in this process.
What is it? What do I say?
7.
Nobody paid attention.
Pretty sure it's Doc 7.
Say incoming. No, that strike wouldn't know at all.
Okay, they're guiding me in.
Good.
Alright,
follow
just-
through.
Yeah, carefully and
Come on, come on, come on.
follow the instructions.
Which spot am I supposed to go to?
I mean, come on, you've seen it, right?
It's like
You've
hell.
seen the manual.
Petrified.
Does anybody here have a pilot skill to actually know about this stuff?
Well, I do.
Winnie. No.
Winnie, don't you go Lenny face on us on this moment, okay?
Alright,
Sorry,
Yes,
I'm
I do
beginning
I do have a
descent.
pilot skill.
I'm descending. What if I descend
So-
too fast?
Remember
I'm
to-
descending
remember to tell her to-
slowly.
Remember to tell her to deploy landing gear.
Can I help her with my pilot skill?
You can help with rapport.
Oh, I don't believe I have that.
I can do that.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, how do you get a skill beneath mundane? Because
Timothy is a good pilot.
There's definitely room.
Oh right, this ship gets controlled by rapport. That's true.
How do I get a skill
Timothy is
at
a good-
poor or terrible?
Special
You don't?
cases. Yes, really
Why is it-
special cases, not in this game.
Oh, okay. So I'd really like to get strikes rapport at negative something.
Alright, so the ship lands. And here
See,
you are.
It wasn't so hard. You did it.
That was amazing.
Awful. Awful, and you should be ashamed, all of you.
Okay,
You're a
come
fantastic
on.
pilot.
I mean, just
Well, you're a fantastic ship yourself.
yeah, and
You really
Sasha,
know how to
Sasha,
drive me in.
Ah,
Sasha also goes. Sasha also goes. It's okay. It's perfect. It's perfectly okay. Landing is an important part of a ship's life. You'll get used to it. It's a perfect and enjoyable process. Just remember this experience and etc.
Also, Colleen is like a few weeks old.
No, I
You
imagine
shut up.
I imagine she's a lot older.
You stop right there. Alright,
Hey,
we
hey.
landed.
Yeah. Also,
With
yeah,
that,
also,
I
also believe
think-
I believe an underage ship is like a carcass that hasn't been properly built yet. So
Yeah, it would not
not
be
trying to
proper to
wo-
try to pilot that.
yeah, we're not trying to pilot a ship's.
One or both of you could easily get hurt.
Like, I'm fairly sure Paulina's already been through her maiden
Turning.
voyage.
Oh. What is getting hurt? Who's getting hurt from what?
Yeah, like she's landed on
Uh,
2 planets before, but never in a station. Not a proper
I think
dock.
I think now is a good time to end this particular session.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
more people will be around at the, well, theoretically,
Sure.
at the beginning of this planet exploration.
So
Thinking about it, Jazz probably isn't very comfortable pretending to be nobility, but also they don't want to be.
Oh, did you hand
Enslaved?
strike a paper, by the way?
Yeah.
Did you hand strike their nobility paper?
It's a digital document.
Okay. His strike would absolutely eat a piece of paper given to them without any, like, explanation.
Would you like a printout? Would you request a printout?
No. So yeah, what is this? What kind of milestone is this?
It's good tonight for me to swap out burglary and rapport.
Ordinarily, huh? Rapport. Ordinarily, leaving a planet and getting another should just be a part of the process, but this has been a long time coming, and we finally got here.
This is a minor.
But Fuse and
Excellent.
Paulina get significant.
Yes!
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
yes,
just-
that would be for Paulina in particular. That would be appropriate.
You know what? Fine. Paulina gets a skill point.
Yay! Actually, what kind of a skill would she get?
And for now, I am ending the stream.
Alright.
All right.
I'll continue recording for a moment.